Well, look what we have here. It's Mario! And it looks like he's brought some friends with to play golf. Cool. Well, it's Mario Golf for the Nintendo 64 today on Power Up. Hello there, as usual, welcome to Power Up. In today's episode, since this is the 64th episode, I decided just for kicks to review a Nintendo 64 game. Well, anyway, I saw recently that there will be a new Mario Golf game coming out for the 3DS. And to celebrate that, maybe not to celebrate it, but since again it's the 64th episode, I thought I'd do Camelot Software Planning's first entry into the Mario Golf series, which is Mario Golf for the N64. And also, as I'll mention, it came out for the Game Boy Color as well, and it was cool about it is you could make your character in the Game Boy version and bring it over to the N64 version. But I'll get to more of that in a second. But anyway, for those of you unfamiliar with Camelot, the game, they also are known for making the first Hot Shots golf game for the PlayStation 1. So anyway, without further ado, let's hit the links and hopefully get some hole-in-ones with Mario and crew. Let's go for it. Mario Golf was released in 1999 in North America for the Nintendo 64 game system. It was developed by a company called Camelot Software Planning, who at the time was also known for their Hot Shots golf game for the PlayStation 1. And actually, Camelot would go on to make the Golden Sun games for the Game Boy Advance and DS as well. Anyway, in Mario Golf, you basically can play as Mario, Luigi, and some other players from the Mario universe, as well as some enemies from the Mario universe, most notably Bowser and Donkey Kong. If you can call Donkey Kong an enemy anyway. Although, well, yeah, we can call him an enemy for now. And you go on, I think, a couple 6 or so courses. I could be wrong, but for this review, I played on the later courses, the Mario Golf course where all the holes are the whole layout is the enemies and stuff from the Mario games. So one course could look like the Boo Buddies, or another course could look like Bullet Bills, per se. Anyway, gameplay is very, very easy to do, or intuitive to pick up and play. Basically, you push A to start this meter going, you press A again to get the power, and then A once more to do the contact point. And for the contact point, you have to make sure, and as you can see in this review, there's like a red line under it where the meter would start. So you gotta put it in that area, because if you miss that red area, then you'll duff the shot, and it will not be too good. But also, if you push B before you do the whole thing, and when you first start, prepare your shot, you can do a power shot. And what you can do is, if you can get a nice shot, and also you can do nice shots as well. If you get a nice shot, that's basically a perfect shot. So if you get, full power, perfect full power, and perfect contact, you'll do a nice shot, which will help your chances very well. But anyway, if you get a nice shot when you do a power shot, as the power shots are limited, you get like six shots for a 18-hole game and 3 power shots for a 9-hole game. But anyway, if you can get a nice shot, you can get a free shot. So you keep doing nice shots, you can basically have infinite shots. But of course, that can be a little bit tricky, as you can see on this, as my review footage here can show. And also, since this is a golf game, there's also some mini golf courses. Although there's no windmills or stuff like that you would think that you would associate with mini golf, in this game, the courses are numbers or letters. And you have to, basically, the way I see it, you had to bank, you have to, once you saw the course, you do have to do a lot of shot ricocheting, which would help, to clear the course. And also, every mini golf course in this game is a par 3. So you have three shots to get, 2 to get a birdie, 1 for the hole in one, of course, and anything else is not good. And again, I didn't do all that good. It had been a while since I played this game, so yeah, I apologize for my really horrible shooting. And also to note, in this game, because at this time of the game's release, there was a Game Boy Color version also released. And what's really cool about it is you can let me think here, trying to get the words for it. Oh yeah, you can import or bring over because in the Game Boy Color game, you can make a character. And for that character, you could import them into the N64 game, which I did for this review actually. And you could play as your character in the game in all the modes. I think all the modes. What's cool is, in the Game Boy Color game, which I won't touch on too much, which is for another review, you can get experience points in the Game Boy Color version. And also what's cool is, if you bring that character to the N64 and play a couple matches with him, with your Game Boy Color character, in the N64 version, you get experience points again, which you can bring over to the Game Boy Color version, which is cool. So it is really cool, and from what I understand, Camelot, they also made a Mario Tennis for Game Boy Color and N64 as well. And you can do the same thing. And for that even more, for the fast forward a generation later for Game Boy Advance and GameCube had the Toadstool Tour, and the Game Boy Advance had Advance Tour, and that had that same connectivity where you could make a character in the Game Boy version, bring them to the GameCube version, make them, do that same thing, which is really neat, as a matter of fact. Well, I really enjoyed this. I really enjoyed the Mario Golf games on any one of these platforms. This was one of the first, this was one of the first golf games I had bought for a console. And I really enjoy it, even though my Mario Golf skills, at least for the N64, has not gotten too well over the years. But I remember playing this with a friend of mine back in the day. That was really fun. Although in this review too, I think I was amazing to still have my old character from the Game Boy version to bring over, which was pretty cool. And anyway, I really enjoyed this game, and this is available for the Wii Virtual Console as well. So, and I think I think the Game Boy Color version is for the 3DS. And I know as well, Nintendo is making a new 3DS Mario Golf game as well, which I will totally have to get. So please, if you see this game like at a used game store or online, please pick it up. This is a really enjoyable game. I had a lot of fun with it, and for even though I don't have a review scale on this show, I've been having kind of a recommendation scale. So My recommendation scale, sorry everybody, my recommendation scale is highly recommended. And as usual, before you wrap up yet again, if you live in Minnesota or the city South St. Paul, Minnesota, Twin Cities metro area, please visit my good friends at Level Up Games. As you know, the usual stuff is below me as usual. And what's cool is besides video games, they have card games like Magic the Gathering, and I think Yu-Gi-Oh, but I think they have other stuff as well. They have tabletop board games, graphic novels, comic books. Let me see. They also have Magic tournaments as well for those of you who do that kind of thing, among other things. And there's some cool collectibles and other stuff. And that stuff should be below me as usual. And anyway, and also, if you're watching this on YouTube, awesome peaches. If you're seeing this on Facebook, kiwi pineapple cool. And anyway, and I also besides the aforementioned YouTube, that you really should rate and subscribe and leave me a cool comment down below. Hopefully something good if you like what you see here. And I also have a Twitter feed, and as well as the aforementioned Facebook fan group page. And I know, and all that stuff is down below as well. Well, anyway, thank you so much for watching, and stay tuned for another episode of Power Up.